3-minute donated reading where you can ask a question. Now, there's something new happening from this week. We are doing 5-minute general readings. Yep, you can have a general reading, but it is a donated reading. We also have mini readings, which are untimed. That is a 1-question reading as well. And then we have the mega reading. It's called mega for a reason. It really is, because you can ask more than one question and on different topics. Now, with donated readings, you will go to the top of the queue. And then with the mega reading, you will go to number 1. It's nice to be number 1, isn't it? So if you would like a donated reading, make sure you click on the link in the chat. How is everyone doing this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone you're in? I really hope your energy is running well and you're feeling as excited and as up and as I am. That's right. That's how I'm feeling tonight. Now, a little bit more about readings. Remember, we don't do any health-related readings, any medical readings. Those are best left to the health professionals. The same applies to legal or any law-related readings as well. Always best to go for professionals, and in many countries, just like my country, it's not a good idea for us to be doing those types of readings because they are actually illegal. Shh. That's the way it goes sometimes. All right, so let's see what we're going to do for our first question this evening. Who do we have? And we've got the beautiful Gemma. Hello, Gemma. Gemma says, I'm not sure if you can help, but my cat Bonnie is very depressed and not wanting to do anything. On Saturday, my other cat, Clyde, died in a horrendous way. They were so close. Will she perk up soon? Oh, Gemma, I'm so sorry to hear that your cat Clyde passed away. That's never easy, whether it's a person or a pet, a fur baby, fur friend, whatever name you like to use. But let's have a look at your beautiful cat, Bonnie, and just see what's going on there and maybe what you can do to support Bonnie during this time, because I'm sure you both need to comfort each other. So let's put out some cards. And so what I'm seeing is I've got the 10 of Cups first up, and this is saying to me that, you know, Clyde and Bonnie were very close. Now, I know people have all these stories about cats being independent and solo, and yes, they are. But these two, they were connected. They were like a little brother and sister kind of family together. And so there is a gap in the family now, and your beautiful cat, Bonnie, is feeling that. Your cat is feeling a little bit lost. I've got the 3 of Wands here, and her normal energy just isn't there. So she is noticing the difference. You know, whether it's an animal or whether it's a human being, we know about loss. We might not be able to express it in the same way, but we understand loss, and that's what I'm seeing there. I've got the Death card reversed, and so what I'm seeing here is that she will come out of this. What can you do to support her? Be super loving. Give her extra time. I've got the 6 of Pentacles here. Give her extra treats. She might be off her food a little bit at the moment. I feel like little treats of food that are still healthy for her will help. Spend time with her. Lots of cuddles. But I do feel that she is feeling the loss of Clyde, and particularly because it happened so suddenly as... There's the bell. I do hope you find that to be of help, and I am sending lots of love and heart to you for your loss, because I'm sure you, being a sensitive soul, you're feeling it as well as the beautiful Bonnie. Thank you so much for your question. Let's move on to our next question, please. Who do we have? We've got Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Oh, look, kangaroos and hearts. And of course, I love kangaroos and I love hearts. Now, Audrey says, hi there. Is there something more to why my almost 6-year-old won't let me walk out of a room? She is absolutely terrified that we will leave her alone, which we would never, obviously you never would. She acts like I can't, let's see, leave her side at all. So she's feeling a bit insecure, a bit vulnerable. And she probably doesn't even understand why herself, being only 6. But let's have a look at what's going on with your beautiful 6-year-old. So let's see. Okay. First card I've got is the Five of Cups reversed. And so I feel that whatever is going on with your 6-year-old, she's feeling emotionally unsure. She's feeling, how can I put this? She's not feeling settled. She's not feeling settled emotionally at the moment. And she doesn't know how to express it because she's only 6. Let's face it, when it comes to emotions, we adults have enough trouble trying to express them at times, much less a 6-year-old. I've got the Ten of Wands here, and yes, she is feeling down. This is a card of burden, but when we look closely at this card, you'll see only 5 of the wands are real. The other 5 are reflections. So I feel like she's had a little bit of a scare of some sort that has just made her want to be close to home and need the reassurance of you being there, knowing that you're there all the time. And she is a bit sad. I've got the Three of Swords here. She is a bit sad. If you can find a gentle way to talk to her, to try and draw her out without forcing it, let her open up so that whatever it is that's going on, you can help her to understand that. And the final card is the Two of Wands. There is a way forward with this. This is not going to be a long-term thing. I feel like there's just, ask her about dreams. Thinking she may have had a bad dream and it's affected her. See what's going on with that. But with that Two of Wands, you will both together find a way forward. So and know that she will be fine in the long run. Thank you so much for your question. That was a really good one, and I hope she's feeling much better soon, because it's not easy, is it? I mean, you find that yourself, don't you? I know I get nightmares at times, and, you feel off for quite a while afterwards with some of them, particularly if you don't understand what they're about. And so I feel like, and Audrey says, okay, thanks. Yes, she has very bad dreams. Yes, I feel it is related to that. And when we do have bad dreams, it's good to look at them. It's good to look at them and see what is sitting behind that dream, because maybe there is something within ourselves that we're not facing. Maybe there's something within ourselves that we need to look at. And I'm talking to you as an adult, not as a child. For children, as adults, we need to support them. We need to let them know that no matter what their bad dreams are, no matter what's happening, that they're secure, they're safe, they're loved. And of course, that's a part of parenthood, isn't it? All right, let's move on to the next question, please. Who do we have? I'll shuffle my deck, and we have the beautiful Unique with your gorgeous eyes. Unique says, I'm sorry I'll see if I can say this properly. Y'all, things keep happening. When do you see me and Jabari moving in together? All right, Unique, let's have a look. I'm going to do some cards and go week by week for you. So I'm going to look at 1 week from now, 2 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, and 8 weeks from now. Let's see what we have. So I feel like in the next week, no, you're not moving in together. We've got the Eight of Wands reversed. This is saying to me that you need to take things a little more slowly. This moving in together are things that need to be sorted out. Rushing in and just, moving in together isn't just the answer for you moving forward in this relationship. You need to sort things out. So no, not next week. The week after that, I still see it's going to take longer. With this Swords card, this is our Eight of Swords card, and I feel that there's not enough communication going on at the moment. I know we say this a lot when it comes to relationships, but I feel you need to talk about the move more. You need to talk about what it means for both of you, because it's a big commitment and a big step. 4 weeks on from now, I see things starting to change. So that's bringing us into sort of like, where are we now? Around about mid-August, early to mid-August. Things are starting to balance out and change with this Temperance card. You are going to work it out. You are going to bring it together. You can see she's mixing and matching and melding those two liquids. This is the card of the alchemist. So you both can work it out. I feel between the second 4 weeks takes us into about mid-September. So I feel mid-August to mid-September is the optimal time where this will happen. But you need to talk about it. You need to work out the practical details, because this is coins. This is pentacles. It's about the practice. I do hope you find that of help, and never ever, my dear, be sorry for asking a question. We all have questions, we all have worries, we all have things we're not sure about. And this applies to everyone. Always ask your question, because if you don't, you kind of hold yourself back, don't you? Be open and ask those questions that you're scared to ask. So please, when you come here to My Psychic Connection, don't ever feel you have to apologize about asking a question, because all of us, our entire My Psychic Connection family, we're here to help you. We're here to support you. Oh gosh, I'm getting really serious, aren't I? I think it's time to do some laughter. Let's laugh for the sake of it. Have you ever heard of laughter yoga? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And I know you're all laughing with me. I want to see some laughter emojis, please. Lots of laughter and smiley emojis. I want to see the emoji where you're laughing so hard the tears are running down your cheeks, because laughter is medicine. And I know you feel silly the first time you laugh for no reason, but believe me, it lifts your energy. It lifts everything. Cindy Besant, there we go. We've got them. We've got our beautiful laughing emojis. We've got toothy ones. We've got little shy ones. We've got the tears running down the cheeks. Squirrel said, that made me so happy, Innerji. Yeah, look, when you're feeling low, when you're feeling blue, just laugh out loud. Oh gosh, I really shouldn't sing, should I? But hopefully that's made someone else laugh. So if you're having a bit of a difficult time at the moment, I encourage you to find a little bit of joy and a little bit of laughter. Now, let's talk about the colour of life that I'm talking about today. The colour I have chosen is blue. You might have gathered it's kind of one of my favourite colours. I'm a blue and purple girl, but blue especially. Now, blue comes in different shades. And as I've been talking about the colours of life over the weeks, I really I just want to re-emphasize that we're not just talking about the physical color we see, we're talking about the vibration of that color. And of course, as with all colors, they come in different shades. We've got a sky blue, we've got like a sapphire blue, we've got a mid blue, we've got all different colors. We've got dark blue, royal blue, indigo blue, midnight sky blue, so many shades of blue. And what does this color mean in our lives? The colour blue is a very calming colour. It's a colour that soothes. When you get too hyper, which I'm kind of prone to do, don't tell anybody, I use blue to bring myself down, to calm myself. Now, the different shades of blue have different energies attached to them as well. Whilst they are all calming and soothing, and they are quite gentle and cooling, the different shades, like really dark blue, is a shade of like dignity, quiet dignity. It's also a colour of authority, but a quiet authority, not that in your face you will, but a quiet authority. When we go to the other extreme and we look at the pale blue has a softness to it. It's gentle, it's soothing. All of the blue shades are related to the throat chakra, and some of the darker shades can be related to the third eye chakra. And I'll talk about a crystal or two later on in regard to that. But the other thing about blue is a colour that when we're feeling calm, we feel safe and secure. So blue is a great colour to wear when we want to tone things down, but we want to feel safe and secure within ourselves. It's a colour of responsibility. When we commit to something, blue is a colour that helps us stick with it. Now, as with any vibration, there are positive aspects and there are negative aspects. So some of the negative aspects of blue is that you can be kind of overly conservative with the colour blue. So brightening it up with another colour like beautiful yellow, blue and yellow go together really well, can lift that kind of feeling of being reserved. It's also a colour where we can, I felt so blue today. Have you ever got words like that? What words do you know about the colour blue? I felt so blue today. Or that came out of the blue and it threw me out of kilter. So those are just some things about the colour blue and the vibration. And so when you're hyper, wear some blue so that it will calm you down. If you're feeling a bit low, move blue out of your wardrobe for a day or two until it lifts you back up. So I do hope you found that little bit of colour of life on blue. helpful, and I hope you're not feeling blue today. All right, let's move on to another question, please. Who do we have? And we have our lovely Love. Love says, hi, Innerji. Did M lie about me behind my back to R? He recently said something to me, so I knew something was said. Not sure how to deal with her. Thank you. So you're not sure how to deal with M. That's what I just want to clarify for you. So let's have a look at this and see, was there a lie there? And if so, what can you do about it? Let's start off with a tea Crone today. I love that sound. Here we go. All right. The first, and Love says, yes, correct. Look, thank you for that confirmation, Love. I really appreciate it. So the first thing out of the tea coins is the treasure chest. I feel that regardless of what someone has said about you or not said about you, know your own truth. You know what is really going on. Now, I also have the Fool card reversed. So I do feel that something was said. I do feel that something negative was said. I am not getting a feeling that it was done to poke at you, so to speak. I feel it was the person's opinion around a situation. And remember, truth generally is in the eye of the beholder, like beauty. We all have our own truths. I do feel that for you moving forward with M around this is you taking action and talking to M about it. I've got the Knight of Swords here. This is about movement, and Love says yes. So I feel like you need to talk to the person about it. It's how you talk to the person about it that will determine the outcome. And I feel you've got to come in at it from a positive perspective. I know that's going to be hard to do when you feel someone's lied about you, but I feel coming in and you are sort of, warrior knight riding in with a sword ready to slash, that's not going to be helpful and resolve this. I feel that you need to come in with a sense of energy that is more questioning, more, I just want to double check the facts that something wasn't misheard. So I feel you need to talk to the person who has lied and see if you can resolve it. Thank you so much for your question. That was a nice, juicy, meaty one. And speaking of questions, when you ask a question, a juicy, meaty question, having some context, whether it's about a loved one, whether it's about work, really helps us dive quickly in. Now, remember, share us out far and wide. We want as many people as possible to join our My Psychic Connection family. And of course, if you would like a donated reading, and Love says, thank you, Innerji. Oh, I got kisses emoji on the cheeks. Thank you so much. I accept those. Thank you. But also, too, if you would like to have more information, dive more deeply into one of your questions, don't forget we have our donated readings as well. Let's go straight to another question, please. Who do we have? And I will just start my shuffling. Oh, it's the Colours of Life game. Wow, where did the first part of the show go? Wasn't that fast? Wow. Okay, so the Colours of Life game. What you have to do is guess the colour that I have chosen. The colour is on the other side of this card. I chose it before the show. So start those fingers typing, put in all the colours. Maybe you'd like to tune in with your intuition. So over the next couple of minutes, you've got that time frame to start keying in the colour that you think or you have intuited that I have chosen, and you will win a reading with me. So see how we go. Now, while that's happening, I am going to talk about some of the shows coming up. So, of course, we've got our usual shows back live from this week. So tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, we have We Psychics 3 with myself, Innerji The Metaphysical Crone, Psychic K, the Intuitive Empath, and Psychic Rose in the Cackling Witch's Den. Then Thursday night, our beautiful Psychic Rose is back at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard with her show as well. Then Monday, it's our beautiful, beautiful and the girl with the quotes. It's Psychic K, the intuitive empath, on Monday night at 10 p.m. And then I'm back again next Tuesday night at 10 p.m., of course, with more readings, more games. And all of these shows are just so much fun. What a great team that we have here. Now, let's see if we've got a colour winner yet. Keep them coming in. And we do. We have Terry T. Terry, yes, you guessed the colour red. Colour red is a colour of passion and enthusiasm. I might talk about that one next week. But Terry, I am going to do a reading for you, and I am going to use my hybrid deck. So this is a deck of two types of cards, oracle decks by the same artist, and I am going to pull some cards for you, Terry. Congratulations. I wonder if you used your intuition for that, or you guessed. I think you might have used your intuition. Yes. Let's see what we've got for you. Okay. The first card I have is peace. This is a time for you to find peace within yourself and open your heart. This is a time where the busyness of life can have a little bit of a rest, even if it's only for an hour, half an hour. Take a little bit. Terry says, I think a bit of both. Yeah. Hey, I like it. I like it. So I feel that for you, just getting a little bit of time for yourself, finding that inner peace, regardless of what's going on around you. Sometimes it's like being in the eye of a storm, isn't it? It's all going on around you, and you don't want to get caught up in that storm, that tornado. So find your centeredness. The next card I have is sanctuary. And so, as I was saying, this is about you finding some time out for you to really not do anything necessarily. If you're a meditator, you can meditate, but finding some quiet time where you can connect back to your own heart, your own head, back to your own spirit. The other card is new beginnings. And I feel that by doing this, this is going to start you on a new path. It's going to help you with a new beginning that is coming your way. Let's do a sea coin to finish off. I can't not do one. Yes, change, butterfly, transformation. So I feel for you that it's about getting yourself centered, ready for a new beginning, moving forward, that is going to be deep and going to be transformational for you. Congratulations, Terry, on being our winner. And I do hope you found that helpful. And Terry says, yes, I just had surgery and I'm recovering at home at the moment. Spot on. Well, look, I wish you well with your recovery, and thank you for being here at My Psychic Connection, because without all of you, where would we be? I'd be talking to myself. That's boring. I'd rather talk to you. All right, let's move on to our next reading, please. Wow, we have a 3-minute reading. That is so wonderful. Thank you so much for your donation. And of course, $1 from every donated reading will be going to a special charity, and that changes from month to month. But here we have the beautiful Mila. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Mila. Mila says, I am in a long-distance relationship, going to see him on Thursday. I don't know how he feels about me. Okay, well, let's have a look. And she says, my present relationship, what are his feelings about me? I'm going to see him on Thursday. It's a long distance relationship, but I'm not sure about him. What's next for us? Well, let's have a look and see what his feelings are. We'll have a look at this meeting. You're going to meet him, and then we'll look at what happens next. And Mila says, yes, thank you. All right, so let's have a look. Okay. This is good. We've got the 3 of Cups. For starters, the person that you're visiting is very excited, wants to celebrate. This is a card of celebration. I feel that there is a lot of heart here. There is a lot going on here. And I feel like champagne bubbles. I feel like I've got champagne bubbles all going through my body. There's this like, I'm excited. So this is looking very positive. So I feel that there are feelings there for you. You are not imagining it. The next card I have is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I feel that you're feeling nervous. You're feeling unsure. You're not feeling grounded about this. But, you know, there's a bit of excitement there as well. And I think it's important for you to make sure that you're grounded in knowing what you want moving forward with this person, knowing what you want from this as a relationship. And she says, yes, I am. And perfectly understandable. But you know what? I want you to turn that Queen of Pentacles card around, match it up with the Three of Cups, and enjoy the excitement. Enjoy the nervous energy of meeting this person, seeing this person. And when I look at this person, I've got the King of Swords there. There's going to be good communication. This is a person who likes to talk. And I mean that in a positive way. You know, there are some people who just for the sake of it, but this person likes to talk. They're a good communicator. I feel that this person has a good mind, lots of good interests. I feel that you've got quite a bit in common. Let's see what else is happening. We've got the Ace of Swords reversed. Now, because the card is reversed, don't think it means bad. Aces, even when they're reversed, are very, very
All right, guys, we are waiting on Innerji's screen to unfreeze.
There
we are.
So as I was saying, this is about things moving forward, but it's taking a slower pace. It's doing it little bit by little bit. Hi, look who's popped in. Hello.
Yeah, you froze for a second, so if you could stop the clock for the last 30 seconds and maybe have you repeat what you were saying, because you froze for
Yes, of course.
For it. Thank you.
Oh, no, I froze. Here we are. Energy's frozen. All right, so I'm going to go back here and just start with this and say, you know, this King of Swords, he's a good communicator. He's got a good mind. He's a good thinker, and he will be open to communicating with you. The next steps moving forward, it's about taking it slow. That Ace reversed, that Ace of Swords reversed is about taking things slowly, allowing the communication to guide the way forward. In terms of the longer term with this relationship, with this meeting, I've got the Castle. And so I feel that it's going to be more public. I see you out and about with this person when you make this visit. I feel it's about taking it step. And don't allow your nerves to get the better of you. Channel them into that beautiful heart of yours. Mila, I do hope that reading was of help. And thank you so much for your donation. I truly appreciate it. So let's see who we have next. Thank you. Another question. Doo-doo-doo. Shall I sing? No. We've got the beautiful Tonya. Tonya asks, will my finances improve within 2 months? I like it. A meaty question and a time frame. So let's have a look at it over the next couple of months for you, Tonya. And I feel like you've got a little bit of a hard road ahead of you. We've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed, so I'm not seeing any change. I feel that there's a bit of a gap in the finances at the moment for you, that there's not quite enough coming in, or there's too much going out. So they're out of balance. Now, the way to deal with that is for you to take charge. Take charge with this Five of Swords. This is about you getting into your head and out of your heart. I feel that you need to go through and look at your finances, look at what's going on with them. I feel that you need to have a little bit more of an eye for detail, crossing the T's and dotting the I's about what's going on with your finances to get them back in control. Will they improve after 2 months? Yes, I've got the success card with the Six of Wands. I know this sounds weird. Put your energy into your finances. Put your heart into your finances, because it's not just about money. It's what the finances can do for you in your life. Focus on that, and that will help you put the energy into it. It will help you stay focused, and it will help those finances improve. Let's do a T-coin and see what we've got there. And we've got the Castle again. How interesting. So when the Castle comes up for me in terms of finances, this is about you looking at what's in your bank account, because this represents a big organization. So go through, check your bank statements, make sure everything on your bank statements is accurate. Make sure there aren't any mistakes on there that may have happened. And if you think of there's something on your bank statement that you think isn't right, go to your bank, talk about it, find out about it. But I do believe that it's going to take a bit longer than 2 months. I think it's closer to 3 months for your finances to improve. Thank you so much for your question. And it is finance. Gosh, money. Money is sort of, what are our associations with money? It's the root of all evil. If you're rich, you must be greedy. There are all these perceptions out there about money, isn't there? But really, what is money? It's a form of exchange. It's a form of energy. So if you can look at your money as opposed to the old-fashioned belief systems, money doesn't grow on trees, and look at it from the perspective of its energy exchange. It allows me to barter. It allows me to do the things that I need to do in my life. Think about it that way, and finances might seem a little less challenging, a little less scary. And I'm put my hand up for that one. I hate doing my budget. I hate doing my finances. But when I do, and I look at it from that perspective of energy exchange, it feels so much better. And it's like, ooh, I want this to be good energy. So I encourage you to look at your finances from that perspective and see how it goes for you. All right, let's go to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we've got Cindy. Hello, beautiful Cindy. Cindy says, good evening. I know I'm asking this again, but I just need to know, is my friend Jay hearing my messages I send him? Does he want to talk to me? I'm going to use a different deck for you, Cindy, and we'll see what is going on. So I'm just going to shuffle away and see what we have. All right. So the first card that comes up is the Nine of Air. You're worrying. Swords are about worry, conflict, communication, thinking. And Cindy says, okay, you are really worrying. And I think, bless your cotton socks, you're a caring soul. You truly are. And that's why you're worrying about Jay and worrying about your friendship with Jay. But worrying doesn't create a solution. Worrying doesn't change the way things are, because it's all in here. And Cindy says very much. So I want you to try and get a handle on your worry. I want you to try and look at it from the perspective of that maybe it's just not meant to be right now. Because I also have the Ten of Earth. And so I feel that in terms of Jay is so focused on what's going on physically in his life, what is happening in his life, that he's really not thinking about anybody else. And where he's at the moment, he shouldn't have to either. I know you want to know that he's getting your messages, and I feel that, yes, the messages are getting there, but it's not the focus at this point in time. I feel that as time goes on, things will improve in terms of contact, because I have this beautiful King of Earth here. You've got to let him have the time and space to move from where he's at to where he needs to be, because he is going through a difficult time. And I know it's difficult for you, but it's difficult for you in a different way, Cindy. So to focus on you and trust in your heart and send love to Jay. I do hope that helps. And thank you so much for your question. My heart goes out to you, my dear, because I know what it's like when we worry about people that, are close to us or that we have a friendship with. So, yeah, blessings to you. Well, we're up to the mystic message. Oh, now mystic messages come in different forms for me. Sometimes they just come straight through into my brain and out my mouth. Other times I use decks. Other times I use astrology. Other times I use numerology. But today I was really drawn to using this deck. I call it the What If deck. That's not the actual name of it, but I call it the What If deck because it's all about what if. What if I did this? What if I didn't do that? So let's look at the mystic message of what if for you for this evening, today, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Because for me, it's lunchtime. So here we go. What have we got? Ooh, this card is, what if we chose the path of growth? Something to think about. First of all, are there any areas in your life where you feel you need to grow? Are there any areas in your life where you feel you just need to simply be? Have a think. What if you looked at an area of your life that was the path of growth? Growth, unfortunately, isn't always straightforward or easy. When we're looking at growth, we're looking at what we want to release or what we need to release. Sometimes we're looking at the challenges. Sometimes we're looking at what we don't yet have and want. But when we're looking at our growth occurs on all levels. We physically grow from babies and children to adults. We emotionally grow with our feelings. We spiritually grow. What if you chose a path of growth? What would that look like for you? Something to contemplate with today's mystic message. I do hope you found it to be of help. And of course, I got a bit serious then, so I think it's time for some laughter yoga. So all together, everybody, 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Yeah, it's like that today. It's like that. But you know, we can bring joy in, even when we're feeling at our most down, even when we're contemplating that question of what is my path? What if I chose a path of growth? What joy can I bring in on that path of growth? Not everything has to be serious all of the time. I do hope you found that helpful. And Squirrel says, I love that. Me too. I absolutely adore this deck. So you'll probably see it a little bit more often as we go through the shows. Okay, let's move on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have David. Hello, David. David says, would like to see if there will be a reconciliation in my marriage. Thank you. Well, David, let's have a look for you around this potential reconciliation and see what the cards have to say. I feel that there is potential here, but I feel it's long term. It's a long way off. The first card I have is the Knight of Wands. This is about movement. It's about the quest. Think of the Knights of the Round Table and the quest for the Holy Grail. So this is about the quest. So this isn't something that's a quick fix in terms of the potential of reconciliation for your marriage. I do feel that with this Three of Wands, you've got to take some time to really think about why the marriage got to where it was and where it is now. You need to reflect, look back on what worked and what didn't. Because when we have a marriage that is either ending or we're separated, it does take two to tango. So it's about reflecting on what happened and seeing if there is space for you to move forward from that point. Now, when we're talking about relationships, there's always more than one person involved. So it also depends on the energies of the other person. But the reason I'm saying there's potential here is I have those Three of Cups or the Three of Champagne glasses. So I feel that there is potential in the future, but you and your ex-partner need to reflect on what went wrong. And I don't mean wrong as in right or wrong, but what didn't work. What was it that got in the way? And then when you look at that, I feel it is about maybe opening up some communication. Let's do a 2 coin or 2. I feel that you've got to take it slow. I've got the Tent here. So I feel like you just need to give it a bit more time before you make contact, before you actually start talking about the potential of this. I feel it's about starting small. But there is potential there, whether it ends up being a marriage or not, or a friendship, but potential is there, but give it time. Don't rush into it. Thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate that one. Let's go straight to another question, please. I'm loving these questions tonight. And Terry says, will I meet a man for love soon? Well, I'm going to put a time frame on that for you, Terry, because soon is different for different people. It's a highly subjective word. Soon to me is tomorrow. For other people, soon might be 3 weeks from now. So let's have a look at the potential of love coming into your life. And we'll look at it over the next, say, 6 months. I think that's a pretty decent time frame to look at. So what have we got? So the first card I have is the 8 of Pentacles reverse. So now is not the time. Now is not the time. This is a time for you to just get yourself back together, to rest and get yourself ready, so to speak. Because when this card is upright, this is a card of doing the work, continually doing the work, always doing the work. So I feel like for you, this is a time for you where you need to look at you. You need to look at where you're at, what your journey is right now. And I don't mean Journey Ryan journey. I mean your personal journey. I had to throw that in. I'm waiting for a pop-up, you see. And so I feel that for you, it's about taking time out for yourself, knowing what you want and allowing yourself to physically rest. Over the next month, I don't see love coming in the next month. I think you've got a little bit of time ahead of you because I've got that Emperor reversed. I feel that there's some things from past relationships that you need to look at and you need to resolve within yourself before you are ready to move on. Looking out about 3 months from now, I feel that then will be the time where you're ready to start really looking, because she's looking off into the distance and she's thinking, what is out there for me? Who is out there for me? And I feel that for you, it's going to be about 3 months before you are ready to actually start looking. Wanting something in our lives and the timing of it coming in don't always, excuse the pun, marry up. I've got the key though, but I think in about 3 months, the door will start to open for you around meeting someone. And I want to do just one more card for you. I feel like you've got to look at it from the big picture here. Look at it from the long term. I feel like you've just got to get you in order first. I hope that's of help, and I do wish you well with it. But don't give up. Don't ever give up. Thank you so much for your question. Now, of course, our theme tonight is the colours of life. And Terry says, thank you so much. Terry, you are so welcome. And I know that someone is out there for you. It's just a timing thing. So tonight I'm going to go back to our colours of life with the colour blue. Now, one of the shades of colour that I want to talk about is a pale blue. Pale blue is usually associated with the throat chakra. And the crystal, one of the crystals, this is a little bit more of an unusual crystal. It's not that well known, but I thought I would share it with you. This is celestite. It's a beautiful pale blue, great for the throat chakra. This is it in its raw form. It's like a celestite egg. You can see it comes in points. Now, with this particular crystal, it is really nurturing and comforting. When we use this crystal at our throat chakra, it helps us to communicate in a calm and soft way in how we speak our truth. It also allows us to calmly listen, because when we think about the throat chakra, it is about communication, and communication is about speaking, but also listening. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, isn't it? So I feel that for you, that if you want to use this particular crystal for your throat chakra, a good time to use it is when you're having difficult conversations, when you're having conversations that require maybe some hard truths to be spoken, but perhaps speaking them in a more gentle way and listening in a more gentle way will open up the lines of communication more. Celestite I like to use also on my base chakra, which is down at the base of the spine. When I get hyper, because it's the natural color for the base chakra is red, when I get really hyper, using a cooling color, a soothing color on that chakra can help calm things down, can help bring your nervous energy down, can help bring calm. And Ona says, I need that because I speak loud trying to get my point across. Yeah, look, we all have our subconscious ways of communicating that we don't realize. And the fact that you're aware of that is wonderful. So this would be a great crystal for you to use, Ona, when you are having those conversations where you feel like you're going, instead of, I need to talk to you. So I hope you found that useful as my colour blue, colour of life, and also a pale blue crystal. Let's move on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we've got Erica Serafina. I love your name, by the way, Erica. Erica says, would love to know when my finances will improve. Thank you so much. And you are a Pisces. So, Erica, you have the energy of mutable water. You are a highly sensitive soul. You are all about emotion. Boundaries can be a little bit difficult for you, so that applies when it comes to finances as well. But let's have a look with the cards and see What is going on? If I could just have that question popped up one more time, please. I'd appreciate that. I just want to quickly review it while I'm shuffling. Here we go. So when we're talking about finances, I feel like, again, it's almost like with this 10 of Pentacles. Oh, thank you for putting that in. And Erica Seraphina says true. Yeah, like with finances, it is about, oh, thank you for putting that question up again. I really appreciate it. I feel like for you, it's a necessity, an evil necessity rather than something you want to do. For most of us, it's the same thing. But for you particularly, because you don't like being held back by boundaries. You have a very artistic nature. And so having the boundaries of looking at budgets and finances can get in the way. So moving forward, I've got the Queen of Swords reversed. I feel you need to pay attention to them. It's not just about sitting back waiting for finances to improve. You actually have to put the work in. You have to think about it. You have to plan for it. Particularly, I get the feeling there's something in particular that you are looking to add in to either purchase or bring into your life, and you need finances to do it. So I feel like you need to put the and Erica Seraphina says yes. So you need to put the energy into it. You need to put the energy of manifestation into it. And the third card I have for you is the Six of Wands. You can do this. You can do it. You can get it under control. I feel that they will improve. You need to put focus, energy, and manifestation. Think about intention, really important. Thank you so much for your question. I hope that was of help. And yeah, this seems to be a bit of theme tonight with finances and relationships. And when you put those two together, wow, finances in relationships and relationships about finances can be quite overwhelming. And I know myself that, you know, if I'm talking to my husband about finances or he's talking to me about finances, it can get a bit heated at times because we get all stressed out when we think about finances. So I'll come back to what I said earlier tonight. Think about your money, think about your finances as an energy exchange. And whatever it is that you want to bring to you financially, put your intention into it. Erica Seraphina says, thank you. You are so welcome. Put your energy into it. Set your intention for what you want. Now, when we manifest, we are taking action on it. Manifestation isn't wishing and hoping. Manifestation is setting a clear intention and then putting energy and effort and taking action, taking steps toward making it happen. That way we have our intention energies and we have our physical energies, and they kind of meet in the middle so that manifestation can occur. So just a little something on manifestation for you. All right, let's go to our next question, please. And Erica Seraphina says, thank you. Ona says, I would like to know if the man I'm dating is faithful and loyal. Let's have a look for you, Ona. Is he faithful and is he loyal? So let's look at him first. What have we got? I feel that this is a man who moves forward carefully and slowly. I've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I do not think that he is being unfaithful. I feel he just takes things slowly. He just moves forward slowly. And the reason I'm saying that is I've got the Knight of Cups to go with it. And this is all about emotion. This is the romantic. This is the heartfelt. But he needs to do it in his time, not yours. And I know that can be hard to hear sometimes. But I do feel that, yes, he is being loyal to you, but he needs to go a little bit slower. He's not quite there where you are at. You're not quite on the same page yet. But I've got the tree, and this says that there's room for growth and expansion in this relationship. And when we think about a tree has strong roots. It's grounded. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't move. But if with its growth, it expands out. So I feel like there's a solid foundation here for you with this person, and there is room for growth moving forward in this relationship. And then we've got the roses. Beautiful. Yes, there is passion there as well. There is unfolding there. There is a heart there. So I feel that for you, this person, Oh, she says, here's a Pisces, and that's great to hear. I love you and this message. Oh, you're so welcome, Ona. And you know what? With that Knight of Cups, yeah, he's the true romantic. He really is. So give it time. He has to go at his pace, and just stay there and don't let those worries get in the way. Don't let those self-doubts get in the way. I do hope that's been of help, and thank you so much for your question. And we do this all the time, don't we? You know, Ernest says, absolutely. Thank you so much. We do question, we do get self-doubts, even in the best relationships, even in the longest relationships. There are these little niggly self-doubts that come up when we're feeling unsure. And lots of times we're feeling unsure within ourselves, not about the relationship necessarily, but we're just feeling a little bit uncomfortable with it when we can't see it going in the direction that we want it to go in, or if we can't see what's happening with the other person. So be aware of that when it comes to moving forward in relationships. It's about going forward sort of until you can get onto the same page. And that's a learning thing as you learn about each other. That's really important to do. So, yeah, just something to think about. Let's go to our next question, please. Here we go. And we have Pooja Gupta. What do I have to do right now? I'm in a transition phase from an old cycle to a new cycle. Pooja, if you could give me a little bit more of information on what it is you're wanting to transition to, because that's a little bit of a general question. And with general questions, we need to do a donated reading for those. So if you can let me know in what area of life you are looking at transitioning, going from an old cycle to a new cycle, we can look at that for you. And in the meantime, I will shuffle the cards and start laying them out and see what we get. In the career phase, thank you so much, Pooja. I really appreciate that. So let's have a look at career for you. I do feel that you want to make a big change. I feel that you've had enough of where you are, if that makes sense. I've got the Hierophant card, and this is a major arcana card, which means it's, you know, big life theme. And this is a card about tradition. It's about values and ethics. And I feel that you want to move on. You don't want to just change a job and do the same thing. You want to make some big changes, but there's fear there. There's fear of moving forward. There's fear of losing safety and security that these types of rules and foundations bring. But I feel that for you, it's also a bit of a financial fear as well. If you make a big change, what will that mean for you financially with this 10 of Pentacles reversed? But understand, life is about taking calculated risks. So when it comes to your career, I feel like you need to think it through. We've got the Queen of Swords reversed. I feel that you need to turn the Queen around and really think about what it is that you want to do for a career. What changes do you want to make? And how do you want to transition? I feel that the transition needs to happen slowly with that 9 of Pentacles reversed. I feel that you need to take it at a slow and steady pace. I'm getting something, not from the cards, I'm just getting some words downloaded that says some study. You may need to go and get some new qualifications, take existing skill sets. Changes on the way, you are transitioning, and I feel that you're getting ready for it. So I do hope that helps. Thank you so much. Now, can you believe it? Oh my goodness, we are up to the last question. Wow. Now that's incredible. That's incredible. Where's the hour gone? And we have Jackie here. Jackie is an Aries. Hello, Cardinal Fire. And asks, will I find my new home and when will I move? All right, now that Aries energy, you just want to jump in and make it happen, girl. Now, I've decided. Now, let's do it. You know, take no prisoners kind of energy. But let's see what's looking forward for you in finding a new home and in terms of timing. All right. So the first card I've got is the Tower card. This is a big thing for you. It's a big change. Now, I know you could say that about anyone, but for you in particular, this new home is a big change for you. It's almost like starting all over again. That's the feeling I have with this Tower card for you. I feel that for you, you need to take it slow. This is the Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you need to give it time. And that seems to be a theme for tonight. Have you noticed in shows we get themes coming through about taking time? I feel that you have to look at your finances very carefully and look at what you need to do around banks, loans, paperwork. But I do see an opportunity coming up for you. I've got that Ace of Swords reversed, but it is going to come from a good, solid plan as opposed to, oh, look at that house, I think I'll buy it. You need to have a good plan in place. You need to have a good real estate agent. You need to have people working for you to help you with this move because it is huge. This one is really huge for you. I can't get away from that feeling, you know? And I've also got the Mermaid. And for you, your home is important. With this mermaid, it's about how it looks and making sure that this new home is one that is solid and stable. Get it checked out. Get all your inspections done. In terms of timing, I'm going to throw my trusty dice and see what we've got. And I'm looking about 11 weeks. So about 3 months from now, going into the next 3 months. That will be the optimal time frame where there's going to be something that you will see and you will be in a position to be able to put your bid in, put your price in, make it happen. So I do hope. And thank you so much for your question. Thank you for everyone's questions this evening. Honestly, amazing. I loved every single one of them. And the way you all ask questions, you make it so easy to answer. Now, I want to talk about some of the special YouTube sessions that we have here at My Psychic Connection. We have coming up every single day of the week. We have Card of the Day with our beautiful Cassidy the Card Slinger. Every day of the week, we have our beautiful Destiny K, Love and Light, with her angel numbers. Every day coming up, starting soon, I'm going to be doing daily numerology as well. So looking into the numbers for the day. Weekly doesn't end with just daily things. We've got weekly things as well. Weekly, we have transits in you with our beautiful Astro Squirrel, so you can find out what's going on in the sky and see how it affects you. Then weekly, we also have our beautiful Psychic K with her enchanted spreads. Oh my gosh, what she does with those stories and how she weaves them into how we can use that information in our lives. Phenomenal. And of course, I'm there every week where I spill the tea, gaze into my cup and see what is revealed for you. So we have a whole heap of things coming up. Now, monthly, we have our Astro Squirrel back again, and we have the mythology of astrology. And I believe that we are moving into the sign of Leo. So that's the sign of fire, fixed fire. So that's going to be some energetic mythology there from Astro Squirrel as well. So a lot coming up on YouTube. Don't forget, we've got our nightly shows, Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's midday for my friends here in Australia. And Monday nights, we have Psychic K, the intuitive empath. Tuesday nights, it's me, Innerji The Metaphysical Crone. Wednesday nights, it's Psychic K, me, beautiful Psychic Rose, with We Psychics 3. Now, that's a hoot when we all get together. I guarantee I won't need to use any laughter yoga with you because we laugh anyway. And then Thursday night, we have our own beautiful Psychic Rose from the Cackling Witch's Den again as well. So you never need to be without anyone, any information, support, help. It's always here at My Psychic Connection. And of course, if you would like to have a private reading, then we have the website of mypsychicconnection.com where you can go on over there, and there are heaps of wonderful readers there. So many that you can choose one that you resonate with and get a private reading there as well. And don't forget, we also have our Life 9 magazine out for July as well. Always good reads in the Life 9 magazine. It's been an absolute joy to be here with you tonight. I think I've got to finish off with a bit of laughter. So come on, everybody together. 1, 2, 3. It's been wonderful to be here. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again next week. So until next time, stay well, stay true to yourself, and remember, What if you choose the path of growth? What will that look like for you in the coming week? Until next time, many blessings to you. Good night.